Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot and we have just started the eclipse season. Now these are going to be big energies and I want to take my time today to take a look at how these energies are translating specifically in your life. You know, this solar eclipse is a new moon. And as opposed to the other eclipse, the lunar eclipse, which is going to be a full moon. And so with new moons and specifically, it's one of the readings that I don't miss every month. I believe in, the new moon is an opportunity to start something, all of this energy of something starting in our lives. And in this solar eclipse, it's like a new moon on steroids. So I want to explore how this is translating into your life. And for this reading, today's reading is going to be about how this solar eclipse in Scorpio is affecting your life in terms of what is starting and shaping in your life now. And to do this reading, we are going to be picking... Oh, well, one of them's already there. We're going to be picking 4 piles together. So 2, 3, and 4. Let's see what they are. Right, so for pile number 1, we have the 7 of Swords. For pile number 2, we have the Tower card. For pile number 3, we have the 5 of Swords. And for pile number 4, we have the Siren, the Knight of Cups. If you like to pick with crystals, let me add these right now. There we go. So for pile number 1, we have the Selenite. And this is what your crystal looks like. For pile number 2, we have the Mookayte Jasper. And this is what your crystal looks like. For pile number 3, we have the Sodalite. And this is what your crystal looks like. For pile number 4, we have the Cherry Quartz. And this is what your crystal looks like. All right, so take a look at which one of these piles or crystals you're the most drawn to, and that will probably be the pile for you here today. And as I always say, trust your intuition, let it lead you and guide the way. And so if you're drawn to just one pile, and that's the one, then this will be the only one for you here today. If you feel drawn to several piles and you know that these are your piles, or maybe you feel like you are going to watch it in a certain order, which you guys surprise me with all the time, then trust your intuition. Or perhaps you feel drawn to all of the piles. That's also okay. Let your intuition lead the way. It knows what your message is. It always surprises you. So take the time to listen to it without any restrictions, and whichever pile or piles it's calling for you to check out, I hope you heed the call. And as usual, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I'll see you in your readings. Hey soul family, welcome to your card shuffling and preparation process. It is so lovely to have you here as always. I'm very excited about the solar eclipse reading. I'm really wondering what we're going to be seeing in your readings today. Let me introduce your cards to you before we begin the preparation process. On the left are the oracle decks, and on the right are the tarot decks that we will be using in today's reading. Okay, so let's get straight into it and let's shuffle with intention. We want to know what is starting and shaping in your life right now. What is starting and shaping in your life right now? I guess for this pile, 2 cards wanted to fall, so I'm going to keep it here. All right. There we go. Let's now pick up the next deck. And again, shuffle with intention. What is starting and shaping in your life right now? 1. I see this one. Oh, these are 2. Okay. 3 and 4. All right. What is starting and shaping in your life right now with the solar eclipse? There we go. I feel like this one flew right out, so I'm going to take this one. Okay, so what is starting and shaping in your life right now with the solar eclipse, please? How is the solar eclipse affecting your life? What is starting, oh, thanks, and shaping right now? Oh, okay, there we go. Lovely. Okay, so our oracle cards for today's reading are now ready. Let's now pick up your tarot decks. And as usual, let me place these right there. We will be taking 2 cards from each deck. So with the solar eclipse, what is starting and shaping in your life right now? So 1, 2, these are 2 and 1. What is starting and shaping in your life right now? Oh, that's a message for you guys watching the preparation process. Yeah, if you're watching this, you will be presented with an opportunity in your life with the solar eclipse that you're not expecting. With the Page of Pentacles, that's a messenger. Someone is sending you a message, is sending you an email, offering you something. And the really interesting thing here with this offer coming out of nowhere. This offer is going to be such great luck to you. Maybe it's saving you from something. It came at the right time. It is a great opportunity that not a lot of people get, something like that, of good luck, because we have the gnome here, which is a symbol of good luck. I'm also feeling like it's coming out of nowhere because gnomes, they were thought to provide protection for treasure that is buried, minerals in the ground. So I feel like it's coming out of nowhere from the what I'm trying to say with the underworld is like it's popping out of nowhere. From nowhere, exactly, is what I want to say. It's coming from nowhere, this offer. And you are pleasantly surprised to get this email or this message or this offer out of nowhere. It's good luck saving you with something. This is a new beginning. So a message that is of good luck coming to you from nowhere, providing you with a great new beginning. That's what I see here. So happy you heard this. Was a message for you, obviously, if you are watching the preparation process. Okay. So, yeah, it's like it's meant to begin with the solar eclipse. And you know, solar eclipses, this solar eclipse with the new moon is like what we said, a new beginning, new beginnings on steroids. So this is, and you know how they say don't do things in the solar eclipse. Very true. It's a time where we need to be calm, but it's a time where we allow these new beginnings to come to us. So something big is certainly happening for you if you're watching this. All right, so what is starting and shaping in your life right now? I feel these two, I can see them, so there we go. What is starting and shaping in your life right now? What is starting and shaping in your life right now? There we go. What's starting and shaping in your life right now? There. What's starting and shaping in your life right now? Wonderful. Okay, let's pick this one up, the first one. Oh, actually we want it the other way. So excited about today's reading. I wonder what we're gonna see. There. So that's pile number 1. Let's actually adjust it with the Selenite. That is pile number 2. with the Mookayte Jasper. That is pile number 3. With the Sodalite. And that is pile number 4. Right there with the cherry quartz. All right. So now I believe our 4 piles for today's reading are now ready. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I love you guys very much. I'm very happy that I get a segment where I can speak freely during the reading, just to express my gratitude, my sincere gratitude for you being here. And my gratitude for having beautiful souls around me. I'm so lucky. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being wonderful as you are and for choosing to tune in. Having a soul family like you is one of my biggest blessings. Thank you so much and love you. Let's get right into your reading. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. So we're taking a look today at what this solar eclipse is starting or shaping in your life right now. So you have the 7 of Swords with Laverna. So interesting. I wonder why Laverna popped up into your reading, but we're going to find out together. Let's pick up your oracle cards first. So you have wandering path. Enjoy the journey. You know, foxes also remind me of taking something and go, just like the Laverna, who is the Roman goddess of thieves. Quite interesting. Let's see what this is. Right. So you have the balsamic waning air moon with concession. Okay. You have Mars in Pisces with escape. Again, this idea of taking something and escaping. You have victory. Also, this sign reminds me of Aries. Victory in some endeavor. Okay, really cool. I'm sure we're gonna find the whole picture as we take a look at your tarot cards. But overall, oh wow, this could mean that you are going to be victorious in terms of quietly fleeting or slipping through a tricky situation, escaping a tricky situation. Actually, you're going to be granted something maybe out of nowhere, you know, because we see some sort of treasure hunt here, treasure map. So with treasure, it's something that you find. Concession is granted. So I'm really feeling that you're being given some sort of treasure or some sort of bonus or some sort of opportunity that is allowing you to fleet a tricky situation. It's making you victorious. It seems like there is more to it. Let's see what your tarot cards have. So yeah, you have the moon. And we can already see that on your path you were afraid of something. You were afraid of a certain situation. The arms of the scorpion remind me of the same arms of the victory, the V, the lines, I mean. Okay, so you have the Lover's card. Do you see how in this Lover's card, this person seems to be tied down and is being freed. Let me cover the cards because YouTube now is very strict with its rules of nudity. I'm very sorry, guys, but really these are the rules. All right. And I have been notified a couple of days back, so I just gotta follow the rules, I guess. I did mention it was intellectual, but it is what it is. So you have the Ace of Wands. You have the Six of Pentacles. The High Priestess. So this is the before tarot. No, sorry, this is the after tarot. All right. So these are the scenes that are after the usual Rider-Waite-Smith. Okay. You have the Four of Cups again, after. Okay. 10 of Pentacles. And the Nine of Wands. If you hear any background noise, my apologies. This is my dog. I always keep him next to me. So thank you guys for understanding. What I'm noticing here, with the High Priestess in conjunction to the Moon, you had this strong feeling about something that wasn't right. You didn't feel like this was right. Although the Lover's card, you may have liked something. This could be your work, a relationship, an offer or something that you had and you were like happy about it, but you felt something wasn't right. You know, the High Priestess has a high intuition. You know, that she holds here the keys to wisdom, the heavens and the earth. So you felt something wasn't really right. And I feel like here, with this solar eclipse, you're dropping it. You're deciding to dropping it. See, the Lover's card is a card about choice. This could have been a difficult situation of some sort for you. And maybe you didn't know how to either flee it, or maybe you didn't have another opportunity. So you didn't know exactly whether you should stay or keep this specific opportunity that is in hand now or not. And I do see that with the solar eclipse, you're dropping this opportunity. You're saying, I liked it, but it didn't feel all right. Something wasn't that correct. And I do see that you're freeing yourself from this situation, feeling victorious that you escaped it. Yeah, you've escaped it here without noise or without big consequences at all. And the amazing thing is, with the solar eclipse, there is a new start with the Ace of Wands. This time, with the Ace of Wands, this is an amazing, passionate start. See, Ace of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles is a new beginning that you will absolutely love. Ten of Pentacles, it has everything now that you want. So this could have been something that you liked, has some aspects that you liked, but not in its entirety, because one aspect of it really didn't feel right. You received it, but because you didn't feel it wasn't, because with the High Priestess, you didn't feel it was all that good. You're leaving it. And the amazing thing, and that's the amazing thing about the solar eclipse, it's that magic that comes with the solar eclipse, this intense energy of something new that's about to start, big energies. And so here, it's not like you're waiting for a long time until something else shows up. Not at all. Right away, solar eclipse, during that time, you're leaving something and something is starting. That's the energy that we're seeing here. You're leaving something altogether, drama-free. Yeah, you're slipping away easily. And instead, you are starting something that has everything that you want. Does not have that element where you feel like something is not really right. So examples of that could be like if you have a job offer, if you're in a job at the moment and it's a great opportunity, great salary, you know, you're doing what you love, but you feel like there's something wrong with the office dynamics, or you feel like it's not stable because your manager sometimes is like cheering you on and other times is not really available, and important things making you feel like they've had a change of heart and are not contacting you anymore, something like that. Or this could be a relationship that felt right, it's a really wonderful relationship, but something feels off about it. It could also be you getting an offer and being very excited about it, and then it doesn't work out, it doesn't turn out all that good. In all cases, we see for you that in the solar eclipse, what is starting is something of that type, but this time it has everything that you want. Six of Cups, we see the energy of reciprocity here, where both parties want to give in, want to see there's mutual communication. If it's lacked here, there's mutual connection. They want to offer you this and you want to take it. Yeah, this time you are being granted, and that's why you have concession, because the Six of Pentacles is also a card about charity. So you're being granted with this new opportunity in the solar eclipse. I want to pull out your tarot cards and I want to see what is that thing that you're getting during the time of the solar eclipse here. We have been doing readings tirelessly over the last 2, I think, or 3 months, and we keep seeing in the solar eclipse new opportunity, something happening, something starting, and that's the energy of this specific solar eclipse. So let's pull out your tarot cards and see for you specifically what is beginning here. You know, with the Nine of Wands, I feel like you've been seeing signs of that blessing coming into your life. And so here, when it started happening, you probably felt, that's it, that was my sign. And then you realized it wasn't. And so here we see that with the Nine of Wands, not to pull up your wall and feel like it's not going to happen to you. Do you see? This is a very tall figure, and the Nine of Wands here are at their knees. They can cross over from this situation easily, showing that this is not meant to stop you. This wasn't what the signs were talking about. Maybe you were meant to learn something, one last lesson before you begin, or I'm not sure what it is, but you learned something from this, but you're getting the treasure now for the signs that you have been getting. Right, so now let's see, what is that new beginning for pile number 1, please. Okay, so I feel like these two wanted to come out. What is this new beginning happening for pile number 1, please? 4, 5, and 6. So you have the King of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. You have the Two of Wands. Wow. The World card. Finally in completion. What you've been exploring and looking for is now being complete. You're receiving it now. And King of Pentacles definitely symbolizes that type of energy. Okay, I will explore what this is. Let's take a look at these 3 cards first before we get into the details. So you have the Empress card, the Eight of Swords. Again, this is showing a situation where you felt stuck. So that is a clue for a lot of you here, it seems. And the Two of Cups, right. Seeing the Two of Cups and the Lovers card, this could have been, for some of you, one option is a relationship or a connection that you were hoping was going to be good, but it's a connection that you felt stuck in. So that could be one thing. With the King of Pentacles, for a lot of you, this could be an offer that was coming in that you really wanted, but then things started going back and forth. It wasn't exactly, it didn't start going, it didn't continue going in the direction that you hoped or that it looked like in the beginning. But we see with the World card here, especially that the Empress as well has that world, is impregnated with the world. So we see a completion, certainly, whether it's work or a relationship, there is the end of that part. And we see that you're now entering into the phase of you living the symbols that you have been seeing. This time, the energy is not like the Moon card here, where you don't know where tomorrow, what tomorrow has. You're worried about certain things. With the Empress, it's more of nurturing energy. So this time, it feels all right, you know. This time, it feels like it has. See, they're both landing with the High Priestess. It feels like it has everything. It encompasses everything that you need out of it. So it's not just a good offer, but also it's acting in the way that you would expect it. This time, the people who are offering you are more cooperative, collaborative. They are willing to explore things with you till the end. Yeah. And so why then did you get this other offer? How about we ask that? What was the learning lesson here? How interesting. Because in your cards, it seemed to me like what you had first acted as what you are about to receive now. So then the question becomes, why the false alarm, right? So why was there a false alarm here, please? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Why was there a false alarm? Like, it lured you in, it got you excited, you know? With Laverna here, lured you in, got you excited, but you felt like it didn't really happen the way it started out to be, right? So then why did it pull you in? You have the Queen of Cups, the Devil card, and Temperance. Interesting. Let's see what these two are as well. King of Wands, I see. And the Page of Swords. So obviously, this did make you see something with the King of Cups and the Devil card here. This is something that didn't feel right, but at the end of the day with the Queen of Cups didn't really hurt you either. It was meant for you to see a certain aspect that you maybe didn't focus on before. It was there to empower you and provide you with knowledge with regards to something. Let me take a closer look. You know, taking a look at the Devil card, you know, offering their hand or pulling out their hand like that. Also Laverna opening up their hands like that, as opposed to the balance of the Queen of Cups that has her hands saying it's okay. So perhaps the balance here had to do with you not being attached to something. There was this learning lesson of not being attached to something, to being detached. Yeah, with the Queen of Cups, this is balanced energy. Being happy and enjoying something to the full, but at the same time being okay if it doesn't work, not being so attached to it. Maybe that, like if it's a business offer, being happy that the business offer is there, feeling nurtured that you got something amazing, but at the same time to not feel so attached to it. Like if it goes away, then it means like that maybe something is wrong with you, or something is wrong with what's going to happen to your future or to you, not being worried. It's that balance between enjoying what you get, but at the same time being absolutely free and detached. If it goes right, you're in. If it doesn't, you're okay, you're balanced, you're not hurt about it. You understand that it's such a spiritual journey where you learn, you feel good, and you move on, and you know that the universe is providing something. And this solar eclipse is going to act as a great example in terms of timing, of how teaching you a lesson of how the universe sometimes take things to give something better. But this time it's happening right away, right after each other. And that's the powerful energy here of the solar eclipse, meant to happen this way, to teach you during that time that yes, sometimes things are taken and the same thing is given back, but this time in the way that you want it. And one is advised to never be attached to anything. Let it flow. Let it flow. And you will always get what you're meant to get. You will get what you want. Sometimes it takes time. Sometimes it takes years. Believe me. Oh my God. Sometimes it takes years. And sometimes, just like you're reading here with the solar eclipse, it can happen straight away like that. So, King of Wands, this is meant to empower you, make you stronger internally first. When you're strong on the inside, of accepting whatever happens, nothing can affect you on the outside. Knowing fully that you're taken care of, that things happen for a reason, that if it comes, it's meant to be, if it goes, it's not meant to be, and that you will always get what you're supposed to get. You're a loved being with the High Priestess here. Such a developed soul. I feel like, such a spiritual soul. You are such a spiritual soul. And I feel like over the years, in this lifetime and over the past lifetimes, you have really learned the dynamics in so many ways of how the universe works for you. And so this time, there's a strong lesson of detachment and a strong lesson of things do happen by it happening right away. So you're getting these two messages at the same time. Very important time for you. By the way, my dear pal number one, this is a big story here in your life. Whether this is a small offer or a big one, this is a very critical learning in your spiritual journey, that as you see this happen, you will always know that things are taken from you for a reason. Doesn't mean that these things were bad. It just means it wasn't meant to be. And that you will always get what you're supposed to get, my dear pal number one. That's exactly what I see here in your solar eclipse. Now, this is such an exciting reading, and I feel like it's so profound in its spiritual message that I'm not going to end this reading here. To be honest, I want to explore now that we've understood everything and unwinded everything down. I want to see now, with this new opportunity, what are you going to get? What are you going to feel? Maybe how it's going to start. Let's take our good time exploring that. So first question is, how is it going to happen for you? Let's start with that. How is it going to happen for you? So 4. How is this going to happen for you? We have the... Why do I have this deck the other way around? Let me adjust it. Okay, so you have the death and rebirth. Do you see? Something is ending for something to begin. This is absolutely established, especially coming from this deck where both are written. Death and rebirth. You can rest assured that this is ending for something to begin straight away. And this is why I'm going to keep it in the middle here between the two. So yeah, how is it going to happen? It's going to end. Something's going to end. Something's going to begin. Okay. So this is meant to come out first. Ace of Swords. Four of Cups. You're getting an offer from something or someone you haven't noticed before. Maybe out of the blue. And you have the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is that it's going to happen very quickly. See, the Knight of Swords is running. There's a motorcycle, there's a bird flying, you know. We can see momentum in this card in specific. Velocity in this specific Knight of Swords. So here with this Knight of Swords, something is going after you. Something is saying, hey, we are looking for you. Now, what is the Ace of Swords saying? Ace of Swords could be some sort of new beginning. New beginning in business. It could be a start of something. Relationships, whatever it is. We've already established that in the past. So, I feel like something is happening quickly. All in all, with this Four of Cups, I'm getting this strong idea that it's coming out of nowhere. It's just, with the Ace of Wands, being created into your life. You're being surprised with it in your life is exactly what's going to happen. So I see you exactly depicted as the cards show, that you will, that maybe you'll end this thing that's going on, feel a little bit sad that it ended, and then bam, you didn't even take the time to mourn what you lost perhaps in the past, and something begins, something new begins, and you are going towards it. It's going towards you. It is working well. We have already seen that on the other side, this new thing, this time there is reciprocity. This time, see, Nine of Wands represents confidence. This time you can be confident that it's going to work in the way that you want. We've seen the Ten of Pentacles showing that this time it has, this beginning has everything that you wanted. And I really wish you all the best of luck with that, my dear pile number one. Let me remember that did I want to have another question, or was it answered here? How is it going to feel like? Oh, so this is, oh yes, I did have a question. How is it going to begin? We've answered that. I want to pull out and see, what are you getting out of this? What is the Ten of Pentacles representing? That's what I wanted to ask. So, what is the Ten of Pentacles representing in your reading? What is everything that you wanted? What is happening with this new beginning? So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Wow, Strength card. First of all, you feel in a strong position with this new beginning. You don't feel like you're compromised, or there is equal strength here. Integration, where both parties, this offer, this company and you, or this person and you, both are feeling empowered in this connection. But also with the Lamb, it's quite innocent and pure in nature at the same time. You have the Page of Cups, King of Cups. The Page of Cups and the King of Cups, we see the Page going and being promoted to the King of Cups. So the whole journey, you feel like you're experiencing it from start to end. Beginning is wonderful. Mid journey of it, it's amazing, and the end of it is absolutely fantastic. So the whole journey feels very loving, soothing, and beautiful. Feels okay to the heart. It's growing. Yeah, it doesn't feel off. Wow. Ten of Cups explaining the Ten of Pentacles. I mean, these three cards are really showing that you're going to feel very happy with this new offer, very ecstatic. And the Six of Cups, the idea, see, remember when we said Page of Cups and King of Cups, the idea that it's this thing coming in your life is going to grow with you. If this is a job, then you're staying there for a long time. It's safe, secure. If this is an offer, then both of you are collaborating for a long time. There's loyalty between the two of you. Both parties are honest and loyal to each other. That's what we saw, the Six of Pentacles. There's reciprocity, there's communication. Why do I say communication with the Six of Pentacles? Because I see communication happening in this card, this specific card. That's why I say that. And most importantly, with the Strength card, both of you are in a strong position. Both of you are getting what you want. Both parties are getting what they want from this new offer coming in. So as a summary, my dear pile number one, expect a surprise to come in. Expect that you will be ending peacefully that that thing in your life at the moment, whichever it's representing, and that right after you end it, you are beginning something new. This time it's exactly how you wanted it to be. Such an amazing reading, my dear pal number one. I'm wishing you all the best of luck from my heart. Very sorry about what happened in the past. Do know that everything happens for a reason. Whether whatever happened was actually bad or not, maybe it wasn't bad, it just wasn't meant to be. And what's coming is what is meant to be. And I wish you the best of luck in your journey, my dear pal number one. Expect this huge beginning in your life during these days. And that was your reading, my dear pal number one. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Also, if you enjoy Zodiac Tarot readings, make sure you check out my other channel. It's the first link in the description box. And please, don't forget to check out my productivity book, Pile Number One. This book could really help you out in your journey. If you want to be more productive, achieve the things that you want. It's small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate, you won't waste time reading it. But you'll find that it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. And so if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. By the way, there's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And Pile Number One, it was a real pleasure. Thank you for tuning in. So excited about this grand new beginning in your life. We've been seeing it for the last 3 months. So all the best of luck with that. May you enjoy it. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number two. Welcome to your reading. So you have chosen the Tower card with Kali, as well as the Mookayte Jasper. My apologies. There we go. So let's see how this is going to fit into your reading. Very excited about today's reading for you. We're taking a look at what's starting or shaping in your life with this solar eclipse. Okay, my dear pile number two. Oh yes, I remember you got 2 of these cards. You have Desert Passage. Trust there is a divine plan. Okay. You have the 12th moon mansion with the fall. This is ruled by Mars and Mercury in Leo. Okay. And you have the last quarter waning water moon with manipulation. Interesting. Okay. You have the sun in Taurus with acquisition. And you have marriage. How interesting. Okay. Let's now take a look at your tarot cards. So, my dear pile number two, you have the 3 of Cups with abundance. And you might be wondering why it's abundance in the 3 of Cups. That's because it's a Thoth deck. But that's wonderful. Abundance with acquisition is really, really big. You have the Princess of Wands, which is the Page of Wands. You have the Knight of Wands. Wow. I see that you'll be standing very strong in a certain situation here. You have the Page of Swords. I don't read reversals, at least for the moment. You have the Ten of Wands. The Sun card. This is the After Tarot. In case you're wondering why the depictions here, this is the After Tarot, what you see after the regular Rider-Waite-Smith. So these are your cards, Ten of Wands and the Sun card. And you have the Lovers. It's interesting how you have marriage and lovers. It seems like for some of you during the solar eclipse, a new romance is beginning for you. See, you have the fall. Some of you are falling in love. So that's just one aspect that I see here. Also, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. Right, let's take a closer look at your cards and see what we're expecting here. If this is love, by the way, with the Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands, ooh, this is a passionate love. For a lot of you, this is a relationship, but I see so many other things. We'll get into it in a second. But yeah, some of you will be getting into an innocent relationship that is very pure, very passionate, very loving, very playful by nature. You'll feel with the Ten of Wands here that this relationship feels so good that it's taking your worries and a lot of the things that you've been feeling off your back. Not that someone is coming in to do that physically for you, but it feels so good that you're feeling really relaxed and happy, and that things are starting to work out in the way that you just love it. Now let's explore, since we've established that part, let's really explore what your new beginning is. But I will say something. With marriage, this does not just have to be a relationship. My dear pile number 2, this could be a partnership, a strong one, that will result in your business or in your career to great abundance for you. Okay, let's now take a close look at what all the cards are saying together. Look, pile number 2. Your cards are full of blessings and amazing things to come. They're just amazing, really. They're a set of cards that one would love to be able to have in a reading, really. So I'm very happy you clicked on the second pile, despite the fact that it was the Tower card. So kudos to you. This is definitely your pile, because in your right mind, you wouldn't really be logically picking the Tower card unless you were drawn to it, and that is your pile. So what I'm about to show you is not meant to make you worried. Not at all. It will make you understand how things are going to unfold in the next couple of days. So something is falling from your life, just to be honest and frank. But as a result, something of the nature of abundance instead is coming in. So with the Tower card and the fall and the manipulation, there is with the manipulation some sort of astrological interference or divine interference. Yeah, especially with the solar eclipse here. Divine interference coming into your life, making something fall. I will later pull out your tarot cards and see what is falling here. But something is falling. Initially, that's why it says trust there's a divine plan. You may get a scare. You may go, oh my God, what is that? Okay, but don't worry. That's exactly what your reading wants to tell you. As soon as something goes wary or goes wrong, do know that this is part of a divine path. And I'm seeing in your reading, just as we saw in pile number 1, there is this strong energy of this solar eclipse where something is ending for something to begin straight away. So it's not like, that's exactly the same type of energy that I'm seeing as pile number 1. See all the wands falling here. Something fell for something to rise instantly. And so as we do your reading, we're going to be exploring what is the fall, what is the rise. But as a summary of what we're seeing in terms of the energies of your reading is that something is falling, and as a consequence, something amazing is rising. See, Kali is a goddess that I love, because Kali forces us to go through an experience we don't want to go through, just for us to grow and get actually on the other side what we really wanted. You know, the analogy of that could be a child who loves apples, right? And was just about to eat an apple that their mother sliced for them, and then the mother's like, oh my god, I just washed this, what is this, a worm or something? I've got to take it away from my child. And so you take that slice of apple with the intention that you're going to give your child another one, but you can't really communicate with your child at this age, and so you try to gently take it away from your child, because he's not going to eat, or she's not going to eat that apple, right? And the child starts screaming and crying, wants to hold on to this apple because it's his favorite fruit or favorite food. And so no matter how gently the mother tries to explain and hug and kiss that child is like, no, I want my apple. And starts to think with the destruction card here, the Tower card, that this favorite food is about to be taken from him. He's not going to be eating apples again. He's about to be deprived from his food, that his mom is bad, that the world is bad, it's just not fair, and screams for that apple. And so the mother gently takes the apple from this child and quickly washes another one, inspects it, cuts it into several pieces, and quickly brings it to this child in a matter of a minute, really, because the child is panicking all along while holding him and making him feel comforted. And then in a couple of seconds, maybe a minute, this child now has his apple, is eating it and feeling ecstatic. That's the analogy that we see with Kali, you know, going through something that we don't want to happen, but we're stubbornly holding on to something, thinking it's for our best. And Kali takes us through this transformational process that is, by the way, may not easy if you don't have the open mind for it. But if you know that everything happens for a reason, you believe you're going to get what you want, you're not going to suffer through this process. And so this is what your reading is telling you. For Kali to provide exactly what you want on the other side. So that's the energy of Kali and why I love Kali so much. So please don't fret, pile number 2. You know, it's so amazing because in this month's reading, there has been this Tower card. Did you notice in a certain reading where 2 piles had the Tower card, and I had to explain that it is going to be for the best, and that's what we're seeing here. But now we're seeing a closer understanding of timing, you know, because in the other readings we just saw that something is ending for something wonderful to begin. Here in your reading, there is the element of timing. The wonderful thing about obviously the solar eclipse is that something is ending abruptly, but something is beginning straight away right after it. And you see this analogy of the child saying, no, I don't want it to go, but receiving right away what they wanted. So yeah, there is this element of something beginning right away. But here's the thing, the wonderful thing about this reading. Although something is starting this situation, you will be the one to make a choice for a new beginning. So you will, with the Page of Swords, after the initial shock, feel like, you know what, two wands here, the Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands, such strong energy. You're gonna go, you know what, that wasn't exactly how I wanted it. I see a new beginning arising. I'm so happy with this new beginning that just popped into my life. So one ends, one begins, and you say, you know what? After exploring this, this is much better. This is much better for me. I'm happy with this new changes because they offer an amazing opportunity of some sort of abundance in my life. So yeah, something is shifting. And you know, manipulation is it doesn't just necessarily have to be manipulation of people. Manipulation is a lot of the times manipulation of energy, of manifesting something, manifestation. So something that you really wanted is being manifested, and in order for it to manifest and appear in your life, you have to take something out for something to begin. Yeah, maybe this is something you have been stubbornly holding on to out of maybe worry, fear, love, and the universe has gently been telling you, you know, you have to let go of this, and you're like, no, I'm not letting go of this. This is my safety. This is what makes me happy. And then we see that the universe is gently taking it from you and providing you with exactly what you want. So now that we have explored in full what kind of energies we're seeing in your reading, let's now explore what is falling, what is dropping, and what instead is coming out of it. What is this gift, this acquisition, this thing that you're taking instead, my dear pile number 2. Okay. The wonderful thing about your reading, however, what I'm loving, is that although you were holding on to something so tight, when push comes to shove, when things happen, I do see you standing there very strong. And you'll surprise yourself by how poised you are, and actually how strong mentally you will be as you go through this process. So that's really, really lovely to see in your cards. I don't see the 9 of Swords. I don't see you falling. No. I see you really standing there very strong, mentally strong. Good for you, pile number 2. So happy to see that for you. So happy. So, what is falling first? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So, what is falling, please? Wow. Tower card again. Talk about falling. Yeah, that's a confirmation. Something will fall. High Priestess. I'm inclined to say with the High Priestess that things will unveil in their due time. During these days, they're supposed to happen a certain way. Knight of Cups, and you see? Straight away, you're being offered something instead. Isn't this magnificent? So, this could have already happened or is about to happen. Do know that if it didn't happen, however, the High Priestess here represents, you will see, it will fall in its place in the right time. You're supposed to see what happens exactly. Maybe you're not meant to, the reading is not meant to scare you. And, you know, if tarot scares you, this is not really the energy that you're supposed to be seeing. Tarot is a spiritual tool meant to empower you and not make you feel afraid. And so with bad news, there's always an advice in tarot, helping you go through it. You're meant to hear something in order to adjust it, not just to experience it. So here, if you already know about this, the High Priestess shows trust there is a divine path. Because, you know, the High Priestess holds the knowledge of this world and the other. There is more to come that you don't know. That when you see it, it will all come together beautifully. So don't fret, my dear pile number 2. Okay, it's good news that you're not meant to know, so that you're not afraid. Just know that right away you're getting something instead. And that's what I love about your reading here. All right. Well, these 3 did come when we asked what's falling. 3 of Pentacles. Wow. Sun card. 10 of Cups. Wow. I feel like straight away, remember, there is a collaboration with this card and the marriage. 3 of Pentacles. There is a coming togetherness energy with someone. So this could be a partner like we've established in the beginning of your reading. This could be a relationship. Yeah, these are the only 2 things I see. A partner, a relationship, a partner at work, relationship. Someone you're partnering with for one thing or the other. Sun card shows that it's full of potential for something, for great things that you've always wanted. This is ultimate happiness. This in fact is a union of happiness. The Sun card coming twice. There's a lot of innocence, there's a lot of purity, there's a lot of happiness, especially that it's coming with the 10 of Cups. So yeah, you might feel it's the initial pinch of the Tower, but do know, I can't stress it enough, my dear pile number 2, that as a result, straight away, you're getting some sort of union with someone that will be very happy. Let's explore how you're going to meet this person, or yeah, how is this going to start? For a lot of you, there is a message here. Maybe you're getting a message, an email, someone's contacting you. You're getting an offer. Let's see how this offer or this message is coming. So can we kindly get, please, more information for pile number 2 on how this is starting, please, for pile number 2. How is this starting for pile number 2? 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We'll open these at the end. So you have the 8 of Cups, Judgment card, Page of Swords. We're asking, how is this going to begin? Page of Swords coming up again. I feel like you're opening up to read the message that you got here, and you feel very elated. You cannot believe it. All the light bulbs here. You're reading a lot of things where you're going, oh my God. Oh my God. So these are a lot of surprises that you're getting in this message. 8 of Cups shows that this is someone who deliberately went out to look for you. Action taker. You walking on the swords here shows that this will be during a time, where you feel like you're walking very carefully. Maybe you're afraid. You're going from one phase to another in your life, and you're tiptoeing very carefully, and bam, you get something and you go, oh my God. It takes you to the other side of safety. So this is someone who deliberately is going out of their way to contact you. So let's get more information about this person. Movement towards you. This is the Chariot. Why is this person moving towards you? What's going on? Wow, 4 of Wands. and the King of Swords. So King of Swords shows me that this person has been, for one reason or the other, should I loosely say, studying you? Maybe it's a company or a partner that had their eyes on you, or a relationship as well. And they think, whoa, I found this bingo, a person with the Four of Wands. There's celebration and there's quick movement. So yeah, this person is going towards you. After with the Owl and the King of Swords, much thought. They know they're surprising you with the King of Swords. You don't know anything about this. And that's why there's an offer. But make no mistake, this person, even though they're sending you an offer that you're going to be very elated about, they themselves are ecstatic about finding you. And they're moving forward quickly, showing their interest in you. There's a lot of innocence to both of you. I feel like this person or this organization, there's a good intentions, jumped on the opportunity, or this person jumped into contacting you because they genuinely see that you are someone that they've been looking for. And I do see on the other side, you too are, you have good intentions with this partnership, yeah, this union, because you want to give it your best to. It's something for certain that both of you will really like. And the wonderful thing about your reading is you're not going to start, you haven't even finished your journey of being worried about what fell there. If something fell and you get another nice thing right away. So we have 2 cards here extra. Let's see what they're saying, their message to you. Knight of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. Very clear message. They're saying your message now, because all of this is about to reveal itself these days. You don't have to wait with a promise of a couple of months coming in. It's happening these days. So once you hear the bad news, instead of going through the pain and the agony with the Three of Swords of going, no, obviously it's not going to be easy hearing this piece of news in the beginning. Take it with the energy of the Knight of Pentacles. Take it slow. Take it step by step every day. Do know that something is coming up, and that doesn't have to land on your lap right this instance, but do know that it's coming, that there is an offer with the Knight of Pentacles coming instead. And Knight of Pentacles shows that even though it's happening quickly, it could feel like a long time if you go through the emotional pain of the loss. You're being advised to actually not go through this emotional pain. It might be a shock. Take it in and say, it's okay. I've been promised that there is a new beginning with the solar eclipse. Something is happening for me. I don't know what it is. I don't know how. It's happening out of the blue. Let me wait quietly. I'm being taken care of. Something is happening for me that is wonderful. That will really will feel very positive, very happy. And you really will feel like you lost something to get something amazing, my dear pile number 2. This is exactly what I'm seeing in your reading. And my dear pile number 2, I wish you the best of luck. The other reading that had the Tower cards, I really, it was the reading about messages from your spirit guides on what's coming next or something this month. I really thought hard about whether I should release it or not. Maybe you should check out these 2 piles. They're pile and 2. They could be extra information on this specific reading. I speculated a lot. I was like, but what if I release this reading and I'm the cause of someone feeling anxious? I don't want to do that. But at the same time, I have to read honestly. And I really speculated that. Sometimes I go, no, I'm not releasing this video, even though it has the truth in it. I don't want to make people feel anxious. And then another part of me says, but the reading is full of good news, though. You know, the spirit guides are saying something is falling, but something amazing is happening. And after going back and forth, I thought I would just release it. It's a message that you're supposed to hear. And now in the solar eclipse reading, we get to understand what is going on. So make no mistake, my dear pile number 2, even though something is falling, something is starting right away. This is your message, my dear pile number 2. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Also, if you enjoy zodiac tarot readings, make sure you check out my other channel. It's the first link in the description box. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, pile number 2. This book could really help you out in your journey of manifesting the things that you want, doing the things that you want in your life. It's small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate or waste time reading it, but really you'll find that it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. And so if you're interested in checking it out and having it as part of your journey to achieve the things that you want, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. By the way, there's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear pile number 2, thank you so much for tuning in. Wish you the best of luck in your coming world. May you always have wonderful things being revealed to you and popping up into your life. And my dear pile number 2, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the beautiful Sodalite as well as the 5 of Swords with Harionago. So let's see how this is going to fit into your reading. And as you know, we're taking a look at the energy of the solar eclipse and what's starting and shaping in your life right now as a consequence. So pile number 3, you have choosing your path. All is possible. So sweet. I love this message for you. So let's take a look at the rest of your cards to explore more on what your cards are saying. You have the gibbous waxing air moon with promotion. Whoa. Wow. So cool. Pile number 3. All right. You also have the sun in Aries with assertion. And you have cracked cup, dissatisfaction with life. Okay, so let's take a look at your tarot cards to get a clear picture. You have the 9 of Wands with great strength. You have the 8 of Wands with swiftness. Wow. Something is happening very quickly that will give you power of some sort. Okay. You have the strength card. Yeah, absolutely. Something is certainly putting you in a strong position. It could be a strong position, actually. You have the Knight of Swords because you have promotion here. So some of you are being promoted these days, or you're going to hear the news all of a sudden with a promotion. Knight of Swords. This is the after tarot, so that's the scene that's right after the regular Rider-Waite-Smith. This is Temperance. The Emperor. Okay. You have the 9 of Swords. And you have the Hanged Man. So something is definitely shifting in your life very quickly. It does have an element of you being worried about something, I will say. Now, Pile number 3. I am seeing something really weird, and I just want you to be patient with me here. It's weird, but it's what I'm seeing, and it is what I'm going to tell you. So, during the solar eclipse, you're getting an amazing opportunity or a rise or a promotion from an entity or an organization. Yeah, something, or a company or group of people, something like that, that you don't really fully align with their principles that much. And the reason I say that is because with the 5 of Swords, you have Harionago. I see with the 5 of Swords that this unit is very focused on goals that may to you seem a bit selfish or unjust or unright, or it's not what you stand for, okay? See, let me first introduce Harionago to you before I go on, so that you're able to see the full picture with me, why I'm saying what I'm saying. So Harionago is the Japanese spirit of mischief and mayhem. And although she is a ghoul, she has a deceptively lovely face, you know. She's being she takes the form, what I want to say is she takes the form of this enticing woman with long, beautiful, flowy hair. But if you notice that towards the ends, she has razor sharp hooks. Can you see them? And the thing here is that she what is it called? She preys upon, she preys upon the men who are transpassing. And she would play with them, she would smile at them, look at them playfully, and if they dare to smile back, this is when she releases her hair and she kills them with these sharp ends of her hair. And so this is very tricky energy. We see that there's deception going on. There is the idea of things looking very nice on the outside. You know, for many people, at least you know that with this unit, with this organization or something, for many people this is a great opportunity on the facade. But you've probably heard stories of when once they get into this unit or get into this organization, it's not all pretty on the inside. It's like giving your soul to the devil or something. But I do see that with this promotion, this unit is interested in your service or your product, or wants to hire you. Now be patient with me, okay? I know this may not all sound exactly what you want to hear, but please be patient with me. This unit is offering you an amazing opportunity of rising. With promotion in conjunction with all is possible, you're getting so much out of this. And so here's what I see is happening with this solar eclipse energy. I see that you are noticing this amazing opportunity. Although you could be a bit worried about getting yourself maybe part of it, or you're not sure, you do realize that it is a great opportunity. And with the energy here, I do see that you will enter this opportunity with great strength. You are not planning to stay in this place for a long time. But I do see the energy of you deciding to make use of this opportunity. You, on the other hand, have great goals that you are protecting. See, you're saving a whale here. You have goals of saving something big. And so I see that you will be taking on this big position that is offered to you here. Albeit very carefully. You have a different mindset here. I see you kind of like entering peacefully, perhaps abiding by the rules, but at the same time not being part of the attack or part of the agenda. Yeah, you're not part of the agenda. So what I see happening for you is that you will enter into this great lucrative entity, and you will be greatly divinely protected. It's unbelievable. You will be protected. You have your wise, you have your mind open to receiving the opportunity, but at the same time not harming, because you have a greater or grander plan. Perhaps with choosing your path, you really know actually what your path is. You know what you want, and with all is possible, you have your mind open. You're allowing the universe to and your world to take let things form, knowing that you will be on your path, knowing that you're not going to be part of really anything that you don't like, right? But you are accepting this opportunity, or you will be part of this entity without harm. You're standing there strong, not harming this entity and not harming, not being part of the agenda either. Quite interesting. And I see in your path with this entity that there is great promotion happening here. You will be in some sort of great power. And through this grand position, you are going to achieve many benefits that will perhaps help you along your own path. Very intriguing story. But yeah, this is exactly what I see coming up for you these days. I'm not sure if you're already part of this or that you're getting an offer, but this is what's happening here for you. Now, I do not see you fully emerging. I see 1 foot in, 1 foot out, meaning taking the benefit and then dropping it and going on your spiritual path. But as long as you're there, you're really committed and doing the right thing for you without harming any of the two sides. No disruptive energy, but standing there very strong in your ground. It's like honest energy without causing disruption and then going along your way. But it's like you're highly aware of what's going on. You're not trying to bring anything down. Maybe you realize that you can't be a warrior on your own or something. You're not here to disrupt. You're just here to quietly take an opportunity and move along your spiritual path. You know, like for example, let's say there is a company where you know that the people there don't share your values. Let's say you're being hired by a group of misogynistic people, you know, and you really don't like their values, you don't like their jokes, you don't like what they're doing, you don't like their style of life, you don't like. In fact, you hear these stories of what they're doing and what they believe in, it breaks your heart and you're like, that's none of my business. But these people are very interested in what you have to offer. And so you're being really promoted, you're being really respected, valued, you fit in very well in terms of your work. So you're going along with that, growing, and then moving on from this organization. Pile number 3. So I feel here with the Hanged Man is that you'll have an open mind to, with the Hanged Man, you have an open mind not to shift your perspective, but to be lenient into getting into something you don't really like, but not being part of it at the same time, in order to, you get it, in order to go along with your goals. Quite an interesting story, pile number 3, of what's going on next year in your life. Now, the funny thing is, these people or this entity, organization, will really value you. You're bringing a lot of value here. But make no mistake that you're not dealing with best friends here. If you go against the rules, it will break you. And that's why you have to be very careful here. You're not coming with disruptive energy. You're holding your value strong, for sure. But you're not dealing with something small. You're dealing with something big, with huge power. So, yeah, you're treading there carefully and peacefully. But you're also being valued in a very strong position. Wow. Now that we've established what's going on here, let's see what kind of benefits you're getting. And maybe what's your story as you go along with this a unit that's going on now. And then how are you going to leave and what you're going to do next. Let's explore that together. It's such an interesting story. Okay, so what is going on here? What benefits are you getting with this entity? Let's see, are you already part of this, or are you already part of this and you're going to be promoted, or are you finding them? I'm sure it's going to be different for the collective, but let me just take a peek here for the collective. Death and rebirth. 6 of Pentacles. Wow. It's actually both. Some of you are already part of this, give and take, and some of you are about to enter into this. So if you don't know what we're talking about, you are about to enter into this world. You're getting an amazing offer. If you're already part of this, then you're already following, and there's a give and take here. You know, they're giving you something that you need, and you're giving them something that they need. All right. So let's see what benefits you're getting with this promotion, with this rise here that is happening for you soon. 1, 2, 3, 4. I do realize this is a very unique story, but I believe in the cards that show up. And if you were drawn to this pile, this story is for you, my dear pile number 3. And as you know, I will read the cards honestly as I see them. All right, so what benefits are you getting? 8 of Pentacles, a stable job where you show your skills and mastery, grow within this job, get more information on, you're learning to become more of a professional. You're learning so much through the opportunities that you're getting in this organization. You're learning about how things work, how to do things better. You're becoming a master with this, especially in this high position. You get to be exposed to a lot of knowledge and a lot of experiences that you may not have gotten previously in the past, which is very key to your own path. My dear pile number 3, this information and these connections, the learnings and everything that you're going through now will be critical in terms of information and mastery in your own path. Okay. 8 of Cups. Freedom, walking away, the ability to walk away. Maybe you're getting freedom because you have a great CV, you're able to apply anywhere, or maybe you have a lot of finances, you're able to go solo. You're all in all, through this specific process, you know that it's something that you have to endure a little bit, because it is giving you freedom to walk away from anything you don't like later on, to have your own power maybe. Page of Swords. Knowledge. The knowledge here is coming strong. Yeah, you're becoming a master, understanding how the business works, how things work. You're learning a lot of knowledge. You're tiptoeing your way through, this transition phase. It is a transitional phase, by the way, from one part of your life to the next that is more important. And through this process, the highlight is that you're gaining information and mastery and freedom. Page of Cups is giving you an opportunity for a rise. Perhaps by being in this position, you're able with the Page of Cups to be offered easily so many other things that may not have been offered to you in the past. Happily, you know, Page of Cups is someone offering you something with love, believing in you, wanting that. So yeah, it's an opportunity that is allowing maybe others to see you, know who you are, know about you, and allowing things in the future to open its doors for you with open arms. Whatever it is that you want to be part of, we see that other organizations or other partnerships or other people have an open arm. They want to take you in. They saw your work. They saw what you could do. There's respect here. And yeah, having the ability to get now what you want rather than accepting what you don't want, you now have open doors to the things that you want in the future. Okay, what else are they offering? Page of Wands. Wow, 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups has been, this specific card has been showing up in the three readings so far. And the Judgment card. Rising. I see that there is, promotion. There's a rise in your reading. I feel like this opportunity is helping you rise in many areas of your life. You're very happy, actually. Although you may not really like the values, but I do see that it's really helping you rise in so many ways. Perhaps financially, perhaps in power, perhaps in the experiences and the explorations that you get to have. Yeah, it's giving you so much. This entity is giving you their pretty face, and so take it, but be careful at the same time, my dear pile number 3. Always remember that there is another side. Don't really look back into their eyes and go, oh, I love this entity. Don't do that. Appreciate it. Appreciate what you're getting, but always have your eye on your goal and your new tomorrow. Do you see the movement in your card? It's like you're going down to go up, you know, making a sacrifice to go up. And really, I say sacrifice loosely because you will be very happy there. It's just that with the 9 of Swords and the Cracked Cup, it's not really in accordance to your values. Something is really not making you comfortable, and you are tiptoeing, you know, quietly and calmly. Gosh, such an interesting story. I'm really wondering what this is. If you do know, please let me know in the comment section. But all in all, I will tell you, my dear pile number 3, that you will be learning a lot. I see you plunging in, all in, learning, getting, you know, your hands wet, doing everything that needs to get done. You're all in there studying, learning, growing, giving benefit, taking benefit back, and your standard of living rising in so many ways. But the highlight here as well, so you're rising in finances, you're rising in knowledge, you're rising in so many things, in power. Yeah, and power as well. But there is the highlight here with the Page of Wands of fun experiences. So obviously, this is giving you a lot of experiences that you may not have had in the past. Maybe with the Page of Wands, you'll be traveling, you'll be meeting exciting people that you haven't met before. Yeah, maybe you are getting into rooms and discussing important projects that you would have never heard about or be part of before. It's certainly full of luscious experiences, full of luscious knowledge, so much going on in your day, so many types of deals, types of people, types of experiences. Yeah, you're so busy doing things that you would have otherwise not experienced, but through this type of organization or through entity. So yeah, don't worry about this, my dear pile number 3, I see you come in with peace and leaving with peace. And I see that it will really help bring a lot of benefit into your life. What an interesting reading. So yeah, we already see all of the benefits. There is a rise in everything, rise in power, rise in living of standard of living, rise in experiences, rise in so many things. Your life is shifting really with this opportunity. Okay, and we've already established that some of you are already part of it, and some of you will be part of it during the solar eclipse. All in all, in both cases, you're rising here during the solar eclipse. All in all, I do see you absolutely protected here, and that's something that I am so happy to see for you. My dear pile number 3, may you always be protected, blessed, and may amazing opportunities always open their doors for you. That was your reading, my dear pile number 3. Have I enjoyed it? And I'm wishing you the best of luck in these coming days and in the rest of your life, my dear pile number 3. This was your reading. If you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Also, if you enjoy zodiac tarot readings, make sure you check out my other channel. It's the first link in the description box. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, pile number 3, if you're looking to become more productive and to manifest the things that you want and to, do the things that you want. Start something, finish it, and enjoy that process. At the same time, make sure you check out my book. It's small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate or waste time reading it. But you will find that it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. And so if you're interested in checking that out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook. If you love listening to your books, pile number 3, I wrote this book with every bit of my heart. I made sure I put in everything to make it easy, super applicable right away, and for you to enjoy doing all these things. So yeah, make sure you check it out if you would like to. And pile number 3, it was such a joy and a pleasure doing this reading. I truly honor your message, and I wish you the best of luck in your path ahead. This was your reading, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 4. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the beautiful cherry quartz as well as the Knight of Cups with Aphrodite. Let's see how this fits into your reading and how the solar eclipse these days is going to affect your life, what is starting and what is shaping in your life right now. So let's start off with your oracle cards. Yes, you got 2 of these oracle cards. Let's see what you have. You have stepping into power. Beautiful. You are strong beyond measure. Okay. You also have grounding. Go deep. Explore your roots. Okay. Okay, I'm getting ideas, but I want to wait to see the whole picture. You also have, confession. So this is the 23rd moon mansion ruled by Venus and Mercury in Capricorn. I see right away here, other than what I'm seeing here as well, there is an element of some sort of discussion between you and someone, sorry, maybe it's something. That's why I slipped up, but yeah, there is some sort of loving communication with Venus and Mercury here that's quite honest and straightforward with Capricorn. That's also coming up. Let's see what this is all about. You have Saturn in Pisces with loss, and You have the eye, psychic ability, trust your intuition. How interesting. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards. So you have the Prince of Pentacles, which is the Knight of Pentacles. You have the Six of Wands with victory, of course. That's amazing. Okay. You have the High Priestess. Such a spiritual time. The High Priestess has been showing up in most of the readings today. You have the Five of Pentacles. You have the King of Pentacles, and by the way, this is the after tarot. This is the scene that's right after the Rider-Waite-Smith, right? You have the Nine of Wands, same thing, that's after. Something or someone is joining you. Quite surprising. You have, wow, the Star card, something you've been hoping for and dreaming of coming true. Especially with the High Priestess, this is showing strong manifestation along with victory here. And you have the Ten of Swords ending your reading. So what are we seeing for you exactly here? So one element I'm seeing, by the way, just to make it clear, and because I'm seeing so many things, let me just highlight that there is a confession. Someone has an eye on you because, you know, you have Aphrodite, who's the Greek goddess of love and beauty. Someone has an eye on you, thinks you're very attractive, admires you a lot beyond measure, and I see them confessing their emotions to you during the solar eclipse. It's not like you are doing anything about it here. You're just receiving a confession from someone who is stepping into their powers, someone who has a lot of emotions for you and will be telling you about them. During these days. So that's something that's coming up strong here in your reading. Now I'm gonna take a look at the rest of the reading, the whole reading together, and see what it's telling you exactly on what to expect the next coming days with the strong power. So pile number 4. I have looked closely at your cards, and I did realize what this was about. It does involve a person, but then I kept looking closer and I was like, okay, so I know what's going on exactly here, but in what area of pile number 4's life is this? And my eyes instantly fell on Aphrodite. So instantly I felt like I got my message, I got my answer straight away, so clear that this is going to be a love reading. I mean, my eyes fell right there without me planning. I was just about to relook at the cards again, and I realized that, yeah, this was a message for me to know that this is definitely going to be a love reading. And I know that a lot of you may not be looking for love, and so I realized this could be a pile redirecting you to your reading. And so instantly again I got this idea of the universe picking your pile for you, and so I made a lot of options. One of them is actually none, which could mean that none of them could be a reading. It could perhaps mean don't look at any other readings, trust your intuition, but listen to it from a different perspective than love. It could be all of these things. It depends on your intuition. And so I put pile 1, 2, 3, use your intuition, and none. Let's see what you get, my dear pile number 4. What is your redirection here, if this is not your pile? And also, if this is your pile, this could also be an invitation for you to check something else with that. So I don't know what that is. 2. All right, Wonderful. So this is an invitation. If you're not looking for love, that's not something you're interested in, even if it pops into your life, as we're seeing here, then this is an invitation to check pile 2. Also, if you finish this pile and feel drawn to pile 2, this could also be an invitation for you to check it. Right, now that we've established all that, I do see something very clearly here in your reading. I mean, look at that, my dear pile number 4. What can I say? Even the trees has a lot of lips there. This seems to be someone who's so into you. With stepping into power, this is someone who, yeah, exactly, it's stepping into their power and coming with a strong offer for you in terms of love. Do you see how in the 9 of Wands, someone just popped into your life and you're like, what is that? And they're like standing there nonchalant. They don't care if you're surprised or not. They just like you and they're going to be there, right? Although with the 9 of Wands, you could have a lot of walls. You could be someone who is very cautious about what type of person comes into your life. You see you the hands here, you could be covering up. You're very private. But this is someone who's meant to come into your life. This is like part of your spiritual journey. See, you will realize that this person is a dream come true for you. Now, do you notice how you have the bull here and the bull here? I feel like someone's going to be bold and coming straight into your life. Now, bulls, they represent great stability. And the King of Pentacles here, their throne is very heavy like the earth, shows great stability, great grounding. And the King of Wands here is kind of like crowning this bull with the pentacle, kind of like you're honoring this person coming in. You may be surprised with how bold they're coming in, but you will realize, you see the amount of grounding in your reading, you will realize that this is actually a person who's very stable and you feel very grounded with, my dear pile number 4. Now, this is a person who will find you to be very attractive, is very drawn to you, yeah, has a lot of feelings for you, has this eye on you, really likes you, and will be confessing their emotions towards you. You will find with the energy of this person that they are very grounded. They're not rushing with the Knight of Pentacles. They're slow. They take their time. And yeah, they take their sweet time to get to know you. Everything is done properly. It's done in the best way possible. You will experience slowness with this person. Not slowness in them telling you, because that's happening. We've established that. But slowness in taking the time to establish strong foundations with you in the relationship. Nothing is rushed. Nothing is let's get straight to this. Nothing like that. Very slow, very taking their time to get to know you, to build this connection. And with the 6 of Wands, this connection is going to turn out to be such success between the two of you. It's such a grounding connection between the two of you. Now, the 5 of Pentacles and the 10 of Swords does tell me that you, yeah, just like the star, that you were really hoping for something like that, but kind of with the 5 of Pentacles, I feel like there is lack. You felt like maybe you lost hope, or you felt like it wasn't going to happen to you for some reason. You felt like it wasn't happening to you. And maybe you had thoughts about how's that going to happen, or something like that. High Priestess energy also shows me that you're someone who is very alone in their world, very wise, and because of your wisdom, maybe you protected your energy from the world. Perhaps this is why you thought, how was that going to happen? Now that makes me ask that question for you. So how then? Where's that person coming from then? The stars are aligning, I see, of course, with this person to come. Now, here's the thing. This is going to start with the solar eclipse, but the confession may begin with the lunar eclipse. So that's in November. How is this person showing up? Let me pick up your cards. Yeah, how is this person just suddenly there showing up? Can we kindly get more information? For pile number 4, please. How is this person just showing up? Can we kindly get more information on that? You know, the solar eclipse is very strong energy. Very. It's this, like we said, a new beginning on steroids. So I'm not surprised with that type of scene appearing in your reading, actually. But I'm quite curious for you on how this is happening. Can we kindly get more information on that, please? Quite curious. I feel like here, all of a sudden, seeing the bird here. This is someone who's been watching you from afar. But let's get more information. Wow, these are a lot of cards, aren't they? So 4 and 4. Strength card. I kind of feel like this person realized they're your other half, one way or the other. They relate so much to you. And feel like together there will be such a strong bond. Okay. Hierophant, this is a person who wants to commit. Again, I'm going to get to how this is happening, but we're seeing the whole image here. So yeah, they want to commit. This is a serious person. You know, the Hierophant is a symbol of someone who has traditional values, but also is spiritual. This specific Hierophant seems kind of hip, actually, which is really cool about this card. So they're very traditional, very stable, but they're also quite cool. So you have that kind of dichotomy in their character. You find them to be very traditional and stable in some areas of life, but very cool and open-minded in another. And they have this mélange, which is I want to say like combination of these two elements that are very harmonious together. I see that this person had to take a strong effort to get to you. It's not easy for them, for one reason or the other, to talk to you. I'm not sure why, but they certainly feel like you are their soulmate, that you are two sides of the same coin. And with this specific strength card, wearing a watch, it seems, I feel like it's the divine time for them to meet with you now. Now, with all of the reds and the pinks here, which matches with Aphrodite here, and this figure smiling from ear to ear, I feel like this person is crazy in love and attracted to you. You know, they get this cute, maybe smile when they see you. Happiness that cannot be hidden, you know. And I don't want to say embarrassing, but it's like revealing. You can see straight away how much they're happy to see you. Pile number 4. So yeah, they are coming at a time where you have lost hope, and there is this instant fix in this emotion with this 10 of Swords, because this 10 of Swords is up, standing strong, looking at a great future. So one moment you feel like it's not going to happen for one reason or the other, yeah? And the other moment, this person is just there. Do you see that? Okay. 8 of Cups. Although they are worried, they are going to walk towards you. Again, I'm trying to find from where is this person appearing. You have the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, so much doubt. Maybe they feel like you are going to reject them. Let's quickly, before we take a look at the rest of the story, why is there so much doubt here? Temperance. Wow, do you see that the lunar eclipse? Okay, they're showing up in the lunar eclipse. Queen of Pentacles, yes. Okay. So Queen of Pentacles shows that they feel like you're really independent. Maybe they feel like you're a bit intimidating to approach. Maybe it seems like you are nonchalant. You're not really looking for a relationship. Maybe you're very reserved. And they feel like they may be disturbing you. Maybe they don't know much about you. Maybe they feel like you're either... No, with the Queen of Pentacles, they know, this person knows you're single. But they may think that you're not really interested. It's not easy for them to just ask you out and you'll say okay. Because you're so independent, maybe you have high values. And they're not sure if they would meet it for you. Temperance card, which actually came out first. Why are they so afraid? Perhaps this is our clue. I do want to mention something very quickly. We, of course, have the symbol of the temperance tattooed on this person's chest. We have the pyramid symbolizing spirituality, and then we have the square within the square showing this materialistic stable energy, as we've seen all over your reading here. So this person definitely has both elements of being stable. They certainly like to achieve great things in life. This is actually a successful person, quite wealthy as well, and they are, even though they're very even though they're very spiritual, they also are highly attracted to you. There's a lot of senses to this person. They find you to be very mesmerizing, right? Now back to the question. Why the temperance with their worry here? I get it. See, temperance is not being sure exactly if you will like them. Why? That's why the Queen of Pentacles came right off. Because, see, you're giving your back here. You seem like, I'm happy on my own. I'm good. I feel like this person really respects themselves, yeah. And yeah, there's so much doubt. Oh my God. Spiritually, they feel like they want to, but with their grounding energy, which we're seeing with the triangle and square and throughout your whole reading, they also don't want to, I want to say, humiliate themselves or be rejected. So yeah, this person just doesn't want to put themselves in a bad situation, you know? But this is why you have stepping into power. And even though they're filled with so much doubt on how you are going to react, they will boldly put themselves out there and show up in your life. Do know that when they do that, they've come from a place of really not wanting to humiliate themselves, but they still showed up for you, pile number 4. And with the victory here, it looks like to me that you will like them. It's going to be a success for the both of you. Okay, so we have that answered. Let's continue to see how they're popping up into your life, because we see this element of popping. So how is that happening? Why? 3 of Cups. Now we're starting to get some clues. Now 3 of Cups shows this is a person who knows some people that you know. So this is coming from a person, from someone you know. See, with the backs being given to us, you may not have seen them a lot. Maybe you've seen them a couple of times, but you haven't really focused on them. That's why there's a lot of doubt as well. You might think, who's this weird person who's just like didn't get to know me? And they will. There's the pentacles here that showed us, the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, that showed us that this person will be taking their sweet time to get to establish a connection with you. So that's going to happen. But they just want to connect with you, and see, with the gap here, they can't. There's no other way but to pop into your life. Maybe there aren't a lot of opportunities in which they can meet you again and again and do it naturally, because they know you from someone in between. And that's really just the only way. And you're like, who's that? I didn't notice you before. They're looking at the North Star. This is your direction, both of you. And although it may be weird, really it seems like this is the right connection, and it's going to begin with the lunar eclipse. All right, Ace of Pentacles, the Devil card, and the Empress card. We're still answering, how is this going to happen? Right. So, yeah. Although it's going to feel really weird here, the Devil card gives us a weird feeling in the beginning, because you don't know this person, right? You haven't noticed them before. Although this may feel a bit weird, we see that this person is offering something with both hands, showing great respect. So they're communicating with you and offering you something with great respect. And this also shows integrity, a seed, meaning someone who's willing to take their time to grow naturally this connection with you, even though it's a pop-up. And the Empress card certainly shows us nurturing energy. I feel like you will feel at ease dealing with this person, because this is a person who you will feel is very nurturing, very kind, very loving, perhaps very, very romantic. Venusian energy here. And so this energy will ease the awkwardness of this popping up that is happening. Crazy story, but it's true. You know, expect crazy things to happen during eclipses. You know, these are great shifts of energies. You know, crazy things beginning, crazy things ending. Yes. When I said crazy endings, I remembered that Lost card. I must mention to you, and I looked at this card and I said I'm gonna get to it. But see, we've already answered this question, right? We know that there's a marvelous person, really, truly marvelous person, popping, perhaps in a little bit of a weird way, might get a weird feeling, but this person will prove to be stable, slow, kind, and loving, and this energy will dissipate very soon, right? Now let's talk about the loss here. Let me remove these cards now that we've answered the grand questions. There is a loss here. Let's explore what this loss, my dear pile number 4, is. I've seen it from the beginning and had to go back to it. Just as you will magically see out of the blue an amazing connection happen and form in your life like that, you will also, my dear pile number 4, and I have to be honest, I have to tell you what I see, will see a connection out. That is sad to hear. Let's explore. Perhaps that's what the 5 of Pentacles is also implying. There is a loss here and you're crying. And amidst this loss, do you see, with the 10 of Swords, You're up. And by the way, this is the sort of energy that I've been seeing in the 4 piles. I mean, I've learned more about this solar eclipse from your readings today. There is this energy of something ending and right away something abruptly beginning. So there is a loss. You're going to see a loss. And I'm so sorry about that, pile number 4. But hear me out. With that loss, something, do you see, right away is being offered to you. And you're up straight away, because the 10 of Swords is, you know, a card that where a figure is laying down on the ground with 10 swords, being hurt, feeling like this is something that you could not imagine would happen. But in this 10 of Swords, this figure is up, standing strong and looking forward. Do you see the ravens here? And you have a raven here as well with the loss card. We're tying this together to see that although there is a loss that will eat at your heart, or you will feel bad in the beginning, this is dissipating, leaving, and you are entering something new. So some of you could be towards the end of a connection or a relationship that you're ending. But I feel like although it is painful, you are very grounded. Maybe you're grounded because now you've seen in your reading that something is happening that you're taking care of. I don't see that. I don't see in your energy at all you falling apart. Yes, there is pain. We can't deny that. It will sting a little, but you're fine. And just as this person moves away, right away someone comes in. That's the energy of the solar eclipse, as we've seen through the 4 readings. Now, who is this person? That's the question. Let me shuffle your deck and come back. Who is this person, please? Who is this person? So we have the King of Cups. Temperance card. Death and rebirth. Oh. And the 7 of Wands. Okay. I'm sorry to say, pile number 4, this could be a person who really means a lot to you. Perhaps with the Temperance card, gave you some sort of balance, emotional balance. See, you may not lose this person entirely. See, because you have the death and rebirth. So the form of the connection will change a little. There is with the death card, a certain pause in this connection where you're not talking. This is a grand transformation here. See, you're gonna live happily. You're gonna have a happy connection with this person, although in a transformed way. See, 7 of Wands here, the nature of your boundaries and connection will change. There's a new vision and a new way in which this connection will function later on. There is a pause in how this is transforming, but you will not lose this person entirely. It's just that it's going to have, the form of the connection will change, and there will be some boundaries, but comfortable ones. Boundaries that are comfortable, that show that the nature of this connection has changed. Yeah. So you're not entirely losing this person, but the form is changing, and there is like a cut in the middle between the past and the future. There will be a loss of connection at some point. Yeah. So that's what we see with this loss. And I'm happy to know for you that it's not an entire loss, you know, that you will continue on in a different form your connection with this person. So that's good to know. How about we quickly ask, since this is part of your reading in the solar eclipse, why is there a loss here? So what's happening here exactly? Can we get some quick details on what's happening here, please? Knight of Cups. Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Wands. Some of you might have a bit of a difficulty because someone is coming into your life, right? Maybe this is a friend who doesn't initially like that there's someone special coming in your life. So that's why there is a pause, and then there are stronger boundaries now because this friend maybe should wish you well. This could also signify that for whatever reason this was meant to happen, and I'm seeing that because for the first time I've noticed, I've noticed some wings on this person's pair of shoes. So it's like shoes are walking. It's like this person is meant to fly off at this point for a spiritual reason. For whatever reason is going to happen, do know that there are underlying causes that you will understand later on in your connection with this person. And they don't have to be flying off because someone's coming. It just means that there is this person being taken out of your life at the moment for one big reason that you're meant to learn. There are so many things that you'll be learning, and the reasons are going to arise later on. The Seven of Wands is appearing here, reinforcing the fact that this person will be in your life if they mean a lot to you, but just with different boundaries this time, my dear pile number 4. Other than the exploration here, your cards are clearly showing, other than that part, which is not really taking much of your reading. Don't worry about that very much. You'll be standing very strong very soon. We are seeing someone who knows about you, has an eye on you that maybe you are not seeing, but they are seeing. They think you are absolutely attractive, beautiful, handsome. Yeah, very. And they have some sort of feelings for you. Maybe they've been watching you, actually. Maybe they've been watching you. Yeah. I'm not sure how. Maybe through gatherings. Yeah, maybe through gatherings. Maybe you go to a place every once in a while. They get to see you from afar. Yeah, or maybe through... Yeah. You know what? I could also be watching you through social media. Maybe they're on your Instagram or Facebook or something like that. They've been watching you. And there's a confession coming up. So look forward to that, my dear pile number 4. This is what I see in your reading with Jupiter in the Six of Wands here. This is great luck, an expansion of this area in your life, in your love life, and great luck coming in this area. And I see this is great love, great attraction happening in your life. May you always be blessed, my dear pile number 4. This is exactly what I'm seeing in your reading on what to expect, what's starting and what's shifting in your life right now with the solar eclipse, and for you as well with the lunar eclipse as well. So all the best of luck with that, my dear pile number 4. It was such a sweet reading, and I'm wishing you so much love and abundance in your life. And if you've enjoyed your reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Also, if you enjoy zodiac tarot readings, make sure you check out my other channel. It's the first link in the description box. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, Pile Number 4. If you really want to manifest something in your life, become more productive and do the things that you start, any idea that you have in your mind that you want to achieve it, if you want to feel empowered to achieve it every single time, this is the book for you. It's small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate, you won't waste time reading it, but you'll find that it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process of doing that. You'll find that this book truly holds true to this promise. And if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And Pile Number 4, it was a real pleasure doing this reading for you. Thank you so much. I've enjoyed doing this solar eclipse reading for you. Wishing you the best. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.